Okay, people, maybe WWE Stomping Grounds wasn't that bad of a pay-per-view. I guess I just couldn't stand the main event. And you know what's the biggest reason why all of us really love WWE Stomping Grounds? It's because Seth Rollins said that it's the best pro wrestling ever. He then continued complimenting the WWE like a lot, claiming that it's the greatest wrestling company of all time. Seth Rollins is not very good at Twitter. I'm just kidding. I love the sports entertainment, and I'm glad all of you guys listen to me. Most of you actually send this GIF to Seth Rollins on Twitter as a response. We love sports entertainment. I guess Chris Jericho disagrees. I love my man Jericho. What about Monday Night Raw though? Well, we got an amazing main event, a great tag team match, an entertaining 24/7 segment, upcoming cringe, but most importantly, we got possibly the greatest WWE moment or match of all time. Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman. That was... I don't know, should I chant ECW, people? Should I chant ECW right here, right now? But the most entertaining part came before the match. Bobby Lashley is about to, oh my god, he's about to break it. He's about to break it. He tore the rope. Wow, what a strong man. I don't know, people. What am I watching? It's almost so bad that it's actually good, but then it's not. Welcome everybody to another episode of Greatness of Raw. Like I've said, maybe I was a bit too harsh on WWE Stomping Grounds. It wasn't that bad of a pay-per-view. I guess I hated the main event. I was disappointed that Dolph Ziggler lost the match, kinda. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns was a decent match, but it didn't make any sense. And I didn't care that much about Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. But then again, that Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler spot was very entertaining. And then we got a few cool matches. I really enjoyed the tag team match. The crowd was amazing, which is something that we should not compliment WWE about. Then again, we should, because just like I've said, the crowd was actually photoshopped. It was CGI. It was not real. Seth Rollins gets on the mic and starts talking about beating Baron Corbin last night, but the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch comes out to interrupt. Seth Rollins says that Corbin was smart enough to get a special guest referee who would be on his side, but he was not smart enough to realize that Seth Rollins has Becky on his side. Baron Corbin interrupts, and while Baron Corbin is walking down the ramp, Lacey Evans attacks Becky Lynch from behind. Seth Rollins tries to break him, but Becky shoves him aside. Corbin comes out to the ring, but Rollins lays him out. Baron and Lacey challenged Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch to a mixed tag team match, a WWE Extreme Rules match. Seth Rollins said that they don't care about the stipulation. It can be whatever you want it to be as long as it's going to be your last chance. Baron Corbin then said that you should care about the stipulation because it's going to be for both championships. Winner takes all. I mean, not a surprise right here. After watching WWE Stomping Grounds, it was pretty obvious that we are going to get a mixed tag team match, and I guess we all knew that it's going to be for the championships, because why would you waste that opportunity? When WWE sees a couple going public, let's use them in a storyline. Most of the time, these are kinda cringe, you know? I look at these two and it's kinda cute, but then again, I'm not a fan of this rivalry. I really don't care. It can work. It can work. I actually do love storylines. For example, Chris Jericho, Christian, and Trish Stratus. Or for example, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, AJ Lee, and even Kane. Yeah, I unpopular opinion, I actually liked it. I was 12 at that time, so maybe that's the issue. Anyway, so we are getting a mixed tag team match, a WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view. All the matches that are actually right now confirmed for WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view are actually tag team matches. So that's a bit weird, but I guess Yeah, then we got the New Day and the Usos versus Daniel Bryan and Rowan and the Revival, basically challengers versus champions. Scott Dawson and Daniel Bryan argued among themselves before the match starts, and then during the match, Bryan accidentally hits Dawson with a dive. Then Wilder accidentally punches Daniel Bryan from ringside, and Woods rolls up Bryan for the 3 count. These two are now eliminated. So many elimination matches lately. What is happening with the WWE? I heard that they are actually trying to do something different, like not placing commercials during a match, like during action. So maybe that's a good thing, you know, whatever the case may be. In my opinion, elimination matches are way better than normal tag team matches. I always do them in WWE 2K19 and stuff. Dawson and Wilder hit the Shatter Machine on Woods for the 3 count, and now the New Day is eliminated. We got the Usos versus the Revival, in which the Usos took the W, and that finish was amazing, man. Like, dude, that tag team match was absolutely unbelievable. And that's what I like about the WWE lately. I don't like the stories, and I have so much negativity when it comes to WWE. But one thing that I really like about these shows is that they start with a short promo, short segment, and then we jump straight into a match. Not a normal match, an entertaining match. And that's the formula that WWE should continue. It's happening for a couple of weeks right now, and I really, really like that. So it seems like the New Day are back in the tag team division. I really appreciate that. And like I've said in my Stomping Grounds review, I wish WWE would bring Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn into the tag team division as well, because they are not doing anything, and from what it seems like, they are not even challenging for the WWE Championship. So, in my opinion, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn would be a great tag team and would legitimize the tag team division as well. Can we just talk about these segments? That looked so fake, it didn't even look realistic. What is happening? So Braun Strowman tried to... Man, and then Bobby Lashley tried to... Yeah... I got really hyped after these. I could not wait to see the match. The Miz is shown backstage, and we got one of Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse puppets behind, peeking. That was weird. We got The Miz TV. The Miz introduced us to his guests, Carmella and the 24/7 champion R-Truth. Truth was all paranoid looking for his opponents, and The Miz told him that the 24/7 rule has been suspended for this segment. The Miz questions R-Truth about attacking Drake Maverick at his wedding. The crowd cheers and R-Truth thanks them. Truth says his 48/7 European television championship is no joke, and he has had no time to eat, drink, or be merry, if you know what he means. I don't get it. What is that? What? Ew! No girls allowed right here. Ew. Girls smell. Anyway, they continued making jokes. R-Truth was entertaining as always until Drake Maverick interrupts and starts cutting a promo on R-Truth and complaining that his new wife won't talk to him or go on their honeymoon. He asked for a rematch, and we got a one-on-one match in which no one can interfere as long as this match is not over. R-Truth wins the match after a commercial in a few seconds. By the way, he called Drake Maverick Hornswoggle again. I love that. Bunch of jobbers run down with a referee and hit the ring. They chase R-Truth through the crowd as Drake looks pretty sad in the ring. Charlie Caruso tried to interview Drake, but he could not speak. He was sad and he left the ring. We got Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. Before the match even starts, they announced that it is going to be a 2-on-1 match, no tags, none of that crap. 2-on-1 handicap match. So in this match, Roman Reigns is going to lose. Like, whatever you're going to do after the match, it doesn't matter. Roman Reigns is going to lose. He won against Drew McIntyre. Even though Drew McIntyre actually cheated, he still lost the match. No, people. Not at all. They beaten the crap out of Roman Reigns, but we got a gong. What is happening? What is happening? Undertaker! The Undertaker is here. He chokeslams Shane McMahon. He beats the crap out of Drew McIntyre. And we have a new alliance between The Undertaker and Roman Reigns. And The Undertaker is here just to boost the ratings. But people are going to complain that Undertaker in 2019 is going to be in a tag team match with Roman Reigns at WWE Extreme Rules? Yeah, why not? Why not, people? Do you really want the WWE Super Showdown Goldberg versus The Undertaker match to be your last Undertaker memory? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So I don't really mind that. I'm not very excited. But then again, if something can make this rivalry between Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre a little bit more entertaining, maybe it's The Undertaker, maybe it's anything really, but I'm not really complaining. I don't know. I don't really mind it. A big rope is laid out in the ring with a red line in the middle for Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. And that was wow. What am I watching? Why am I wasting my time? What am I doing with my life, people? Anyway, Braun Strowman wins the match, but right after he wins the match, Bobby Lashley attacks him, and yeah, I really care about that. Like, if I could choose two most boring WWE superstars on Raw right now, it would be Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. Definitely. Like, not even a question. Two most boring superstars, Lashley and Strowman. And these two are in a rivalry, so you can imagine my excitement. And that was possibly the funniest moment of the night. So AJ Styles is supposed to get interviewed. He talks about his injury, about his struggles, and the interviewer says, no, we don't want to hear about that. What are you serious? That was the rudest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and in Vince McMahon's mind, that's how people talk. You know, I have a lot of struggles. I'm very excited to be back. Sitting at home was not the best experience. Shut up, AJ. We don't want to hear about that. Who cares about your struggles, AJ? Nobody cares about your struggles. That's the most rude interviewer I've ever seen in my entire life. Anyway, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson were dancing to No Way Jose's music, and that's not good. Anyway, AJ says that they lost last week because they aren't the same guys they used to be. Gallows and Anderson got very mad, but they are going to prove AJ wrong right now. Gallows and Anderson versus the Viking Raiders or the Viking Experience or whatever. Yeah, anyway, they lost the match. It was a decent match, I guess. Nobody really cared. But they lost the match, and AJ was not proved wrong. As a matter of fact, he showed his disgust. Natalya and Naomi tried to change Nikki's mind, and we've seen that many times before. Who cares? I'm not even gonna talk about it. Heath Slater and Mojo Rawley are in the ring for a match. I already knew something is going to happen. You're not going to have Heath Slater and Mojo Rawley in a ring for a match. That already sounds unbelievable, and that's not gonna happen. Like, we all know that, right? That's exactly what we got. R-Truth comes out, a bunch of people are chasing him, and we got so many title changes. Let me try to remember all of them. Slater won the 24/7 championship. R-Truth won it back. Cedric Alexander is now the 24/7 champion. And now it's EC3. And then it's R-Truth again, and they run from all the jobbers. I really love that. The 24/7 championship segments are the most entertaining segments in Raw or SmackDown right now. I believe all of us love them. So I could not complain. It's kind of sad seeing EC3 winning the championship. If you win the championship, you are marked as a jobber. Not necessarily in a bad way for some people. Like, I love Drake Maverick winning the championship. I like R-Truth winning the championship. But when EC3 wins the championship, to me it's like The Miz winning the title, and you're like, okay, this man is ruined. We got Kofi Kingston coming out with a bunch of pancakes, yeah. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens interrupt. And Sami says that Charlie's questions are always terrible, so they got their own questions like, why are you here? Of course, they criticized Kofi Kingston for having the New Day always helping him, but then Kofi said that I beat you fair and square at, I believe, Money in the Bank. And basically, this set up a match between Sami Zayn and Kofi Kingston. We got the match, very entertaining. Of course, Kevin Owens was very hypocritical because he interfered on the match as well. And this match was good, but Kofi Kingston won with a roll-up. Are you serious? Like, he keeps winning matches against all these main eventers. Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, or basically anyone. He pinned Baron Corbin, but he rolled up Sami Zayn for the victory. Like, he cannot beat Sami Zayn? Are you serious? Like, we got so many roll-ups, small packages, whatever the case may be. You get the point. Schoolboys, so many of them during these past couple of weeks. It's good, I like him, it doesn't hurt your opponent when you pin him like that, but maybe tone it down a little. After the match, Kevin Owens dares Kofi Kingston to get back in the ring and face him right here, right Now, Kofi accepts the challenge, and then we got Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens. We got a pretty cool spot of Kofi Kingston hitting SOS on Owens on the steel part of the entrance ramp, and Kofi Kingston won by a countout. I gotta be honest, makes Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn look a little dumb. Let's be honest. Like, if these are going to be your WWE... Well, they're not gonna be, because after the match, Samoa Joe attacked Kofi Kingston, and this is absolutely ridiculous. So, Samoa Joe is going to be the number one contender, I guess, for the WWE Championship. May I remind you, he's from Monday Night Raw, but that doesn't even matter. Samoa Joe is boring in my opinion. So many people are telling me about how great he is. He was great. He was great in TNA. In the WWE, he was great in NXT. When it comes to the main roster, I don't know a good Samoa Joe rivalry. You may say AJ Styles, but that was boring in my opinion. I don't want to see him in the WWE title picture. I would prefer the Dolph Ziggler rivalry to continue, if I'm being honest. It's been rumored that we are getting a WWE Championship triple threat match at Extreme Rules. Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, and Kofi Kingston. No, we're not getting it. We're getting Samoa Joe versus Kofi Kingston. Who honestly gives a crap? It's going to give a lot of credibility to Kofi Kingston because he's going to beat Samoa Joe, and that's already a plus. I mean, Samoa Joe looks like a monster even though he lost against Ricochet, fair and square. I'm not a fan of Samoa Joe. There are a few wrestlers that people are so into, and I just can't help but not notice why. For example, people really like Samoa Joe. I'm not that big of a fan. People like Finn Balor. I'm not that big of a fan. Maybe it's my issue. I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't seen a lot of their stuff outside of the WWE. But I'm not that big of a fan, and this rivalry is going to be boring, and SmackDown is going to be difficult to watch. We got Naomi versus Alexa Bliss, in which Alexa Bliss won the match. After the match, Alexa beats down Naomi. She tells Nikki to come in and join her. Natalya comes out for the save. Then we got a tag team match. Natalya and Naomi versus Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Who cares really? Nikki hits a neckbreaker on Natalya. Then Alexa runs in and steals the pin on Natalya for the 3 count. It's like whatever. It was such a filler. We are all waiting for Ricochet versus AJ Styles. And then we get this. It was basically a filler in my opinion. I don't know, I really didn't care about that. We got a one-on-one match, and then we are supposed to watch a tag team match between the same wrestlers. Dude, I really didn't care. But anyway, that's what we got, and then we were ready for AJ Styles versus Ricochet. I was almost sure that someone is going to interfere, and we are not getting that match. Thankfully we did, and that's what I don't understand about people sometimes. So we are getting this main event worthy match, like pay-per-view worthy match, in the main event of Raw. Why would you complain? Yes, a reason to watch Raw. Great. I'm not gonna feel tired and exhausted after the show. I'm going to be excited after a good match. No, people are going to complain that they wasted a match on Raw that they could have saved it for a pay-per-view. Why? You are complaining that we are getting 8-man tag team matches, 6-man tag team matches on every episode of Raw. WWE for the last couple of weeks decided to give us huge main event worthy, pay-per-view worthy matches. Why would you complain? So what do you exactly want? I really don't get it. And this was amazing. This was one of the greatest Raw matches we got in a while. Ricochet is amazing. AJ is amazing. Before the match, Gallows and Anderson wanted to interrupt, I guess. AJ Styles told them to leave the ring. They got mad. And this is a rivalry that we are going to get. Wouldn't be surprised if Finn Balor is actually going to join the club and they are going to turn heel on AJ Styles. I wouldn't be surprised, and maybe that's a rivalry that we should get. I mean, people wanted it for a while. The ratings are, not very good, so maybe give us that rivalry that most people want. So we got the match, great, Ricochet looks strong, but at the end of it, he still lost the match, and he sold that phenomenal forearm like a champion, my man. Maybe you would say that Ricochet losing the match is an issue. I don't necessarily think so, it's AJ Styles, it's a veteran, he's a former WWE champion. Ricochet is still kinda new in the WWE. And AJ Styles just earned a championship opportunity against Ricochet. I don't think it hurt him. As a matter of fact, I believe it made Ricochet look even more strong because he was head to head with AJ Styles, kinda equally. So I believe Ricochet looks strong. The United States Championship looks amazing on the guy, by the way. I love that. And is it me, or after Ricochet just won the US title, the title became like 10 times more important than it was on Samoa Joe? Is it me, or the championship looks way more important and prestigious, and it looks like it actually matters again? I don't know why. Ricochet is not like your John Cena type of guy. He's new, but he made that championship matter so quickly, and I believe that's because we got Triple H congratulating him, we got people clapping, congratulating the guy, and that made the championship look important. I love that. And Ricochet, you know, I love the man. He's like the nicest dude you can imagine. When you look at the guy, you just smile. He looks like a great guy who deserves everything that he got, and I would hope that his future is bright in the WWE. Love seeing the guy. Happy for him, and I hope that he's not gonna lose the championship soon. So, yeah, that was a decent episode of Raw. As you can see, I'm not very, sad. Most of the time during these reviews, I don't know what to say. I can be negative for 80% of the video, but this time, I believe, even though some parts were cringy, I could laugh at them, So that's what I'm gonna try as of right now, to find a positive. But if the show is going to be very bad, people, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna tell you how it is. And when it comes to this episode of Raw, I thought it was decent. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know what you think about United States Championship. Is it just me, or the championship is actually a little bit more prestigious? And by the way, let me know in the comments below as well. Is it me, or WWE actually listen to me? Yeah, of course they watch my videos. I'm kidding. But this is something that I wanted for a while right now. WWE actually have a higher ring mat sound? Does that work? Is it me, or they actually improved it a little bit? Because like a month ago, you couldn't even hear the darn thing. You could hear it in NXT, in AEW, everywhere, but not on Raw or SmackDown, or even during pay-per-views. Especially during the tag team match, like you can actually hear the ring. Is it something that changed, or was it I'm not quite sure, but let me know in the comments below if you noticed that as well. So thank you for watching this video. I believe this review turned out to be pretty decent. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter and check out my video on Amino. Search TheGreatOne and you will see a WWE video of things that I want back in the WWE. Thanks for watching, and as always, TheGreatOne, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.